Audio? Thumbs up on the audio. All right, I see you guys in the comments. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. It's high vibrational in here. Let's just make sure everything is on. Beautiful. Hi, everybody. I'm Shine, and this is Divine Shine Tarot. I am so excited to be back with another set of live readings. There's just been so much happening in the pop culture and celebrity world. So last week we did a few readings on, I believe it was Cardi B, because there's so much going on with her as she is doing a lot of promotion for her upcoming album, which I believe drops next week. And there has been a lot of speculation about if she's pregnant or not. From what I've seen, the way her belly button is poking out in those outfits, I think our eyes can tell us the answer. But I'm going to transition into... Oh, no, she doesn't. I confused her and her husband with Kendrick. So basically, some of the big news that we saw this week come out is a rumor that Kim Kardashian might be secretly dating Drake. And I got a few requests. Let me check my notes here. There was a request from Smile is Key, who requested a reading on Selena Gomez, because they said that she's supposedly getting married. There's rumors that she's getting married this month to Blanco. So she asked, will they marry late September? What's the tea? Is there any manipulation, controlling, or cheating going on? Do the families like each other? Smile is Key also asked, will DEMI Lovato and Jordan Lutes, or Jutes, I guess he goes by that as well, will their marriage last? Are there any red flags? And is Demi on Ozempic? I guess she must be looking snatched. Definitely has a beautiful voice, and I see that she just released new music. She's looking great in her new song, and let's see if the cards can tell us a little more about that. Just making sure I can see everything, all the comments. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I'm just checking my notes to see everything we're going to cover in this live stream. So, of course, everyone knows that this is for entertainment only. No facts, no truth, just tarot. Let's see. Yes, if you want a personal reading, you just go to any of your favorite or most convenient payment platforms, such as Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and it's just my name, at Divine Shine Tarot. Let's see. Yes, I can see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. For everyone just joining us, we are about to start a few CelebriTEA readings, a few different topics. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. And where is... Oh, because I'm on the wrong... Oh, there we go. All right. Let's see. So this one didn't quite record properly. There's a lot going on with streaming to multiple platforms, guys. So I appreciate your patience in allowing me to get set up properly and to make sure we don't lose any of this stream in terms of the recording for those that watch the playback on the red platform where it's convenient to scroll back and forth. So just give me a few minutes to make sure everything's visible. I think we're good. How are you, shiny people? I gotta give you some sort of group name. Maybe I call you the Sparkles. Maybe I call you the Shines. So I already broke down a few of the topics that we're gonna cover today, starting with this rumor that Kim K might be dating Drake on the low. And then we will look into a special request on Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez. What's going on with their current marriage or upcoming nuptials? We'll see what the cards can tell us about that. How's everyone doing? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Texas Ranger. This color has been a hit. Actually, I love neons and pastels. Those actually are the most flattering on me. Can everyone, let me just check this one last. All right, yep, we are on. We're on and visible on all platforms. If anything goes black or if the audio interrupts during this live stream, you guys, please let me know. This is all experimental. This is my second or third live stream, and I had a lot of technological difficulties in the past few, but I think we've worked out a lot of the kinks, and hopefully we can enjoy these readings without much interruptions, other than, of course, the fun questions from my followers. So I will remind you all that these readings are only for entertainment, no facts, no truth, just tarot. All rumors are alleged. All questions are your fault. All questions are coming in from my shiny, sparkly community. So I'm just helping to be the vessel and the connector. All right, let's dig in now. Spirit, what can you tell me about Kim K and Drake? Are they secretly dating? Do they have any history in the past? Or might we see them together in the future? Maybe they're working on something. We saw them connect a couple months ago when he dropped his album with Party Next Door. There's a song that has Chanel in the name. And I believe Kim K used that song while she was sporting some vintage Chanel on some photo op, runway, step and repeat something. And that's the first time that I heard rumblings or rumors of them possibly having something. But this week it got kind of loud. People were saying that they saw Kim in a place in Europe that Drake recently stayed at. And some of the internet sleuths zoomed in and looked at pillars and details of the floor marbles, and people went hard to identify similarities in the lovely villas that they've both stayed, you know, rich people stuff. And so they're thinking that they may have had a little something for the summer. So let's see what the cards have to say about a possible something going on between Kim K and Drizzy. Okay, so first we have the Three of Wands in reverse. And this indicates interruption or disturbance to progress. So if they had something in the past, it probably didn't get an opportunity to flourish, or maybe someone started dating someone else before they got to see where their stuff could go, where their connection could possibly go. This is untruths, mistruths, lies, dishonesty. Things are not clear. Maybe there's not a clear path of communication between them with this Ace of Swords. This indicates that there is something that they don't know about each other, or something that we don't know. So this could be even saying that it's just a rumor. There's no truth to it. We have the King of Wands. Interesting. This is a Scorpio card. Drake is a big Scorpio. OVO, October, you know, he loves to rep his zodiac set. So the King of Wands, this is in reverse. So he is very opinionated. He is very, yes, thank you so much. Yes. You can go ahead, jump. This is all for those that are just joining us. We're doing CelebriTEA tarot readings. Right now, we are looking into Kim Kardashian and Drake, the rumor that popped up this week, to know if they're dating. And for those that want to rewind and watch the stream from the beginning, you can hop on the Red app. I can't say the name of the apps these days because some of the algorithms will suppress you if you do. But you can hop on the Red app, which allows you to rewind, very convenient. And for those of you looking for personal readings, you could just go at Divine Shine Tarot on any of your favorite payment platforms, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and my email for Zelle. All of the details are at the link in bio, the link tree in bio. Okay, so King of Wands in reverse. This indicates someone that is very... Sorry, guys, there were many interruptions. Okay. Thank you so much. So let me just pull out my handy dandy. So King of Wands in reverse, very impulsive, ruthless, has unachievable expectations, stubborn, and opinionated. So this could be that they are not a match because maybe Kim doesn't meet Drake's expectations. He wants a certain kind of perfection, which, you know, Kim has put a lot of work in to be perfect. That's kind of her thing, is that she wants to be the fairest one of them all. And this could be most likely Drake's energy since it is a Scorpio card, but this could also be Kim's energy. Maybe Drake doesn't align with whatever next step she wants to take. Oh my goodness, I just got a hit energetically. Maybe this is Kanye. Sorry, I can't. This is such a nice shiny table. I couldn't pick up the card. This might be Kanye with the unachievable expectations, impulsiveness, ruthlessness, stubborn, opinionated. This might be Kanye that interferes with the potential progress of them making a connection. And because they aren't able to proceed, because there's this... I mean, Drake and Kanye are not friends at the moment, but they have history. They're both in the same industry. They were both at the top of their games at alternating times. And that actually makes a lot more sense now that that came through for me. Ooh, Justice card in reverse, which points to injustice. This might be someone not wanting to deal with someone else's legal troubles or legal connections, which again brings me to the idea of Kanye. Maybe Drake doesn't like the fact that she was divorced. Again, this is all for entertainment only. No facts, no truth, just tarot for those of you just joining us. Drake might not like that she has that baggage of having been divorced already, not just to anyone, but to this kind of guy that's very impulsive and very connected to Drake in many ways through his industry. And wow, imagine if they did get together, though, how explosive that would be. So let's continue here with a few more cards. Okay, so this is Rumors and Gossip, the High Priestess in reverse, for those of you who can see. I'm a little nervous today, sorry. If the cards are shaking, I have had quite a week and I'm just trying to be present. I'm very excited about this reading, but I'm also nervous because it just takes so much time and effort to set up all of the technological stuff that it kind of just, affects my energy. And so I apologize in advance, but just know that it is good nerves. I just want to give you guys my best. And I too am very curious about what the outcome of these readings are. So going back to this High Priestess card in reverse, indicating that there are secrets, rumors, gossip, things that are unknown. Oh, keep shining. Thank you. Thank you to the commentary that is coming through that indicates you've watched some of my recorded readings. I appreciate the encouragement. So secrets, rumors, things that are unknown. This is a continuation of what we saw here with the Ace of Swords in reverse, which indicates some lack of truth, some lack of clarity, something unknown. We have here the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is more fiery energy. Someone who is impulsive, adventurous, someone who is maybe driven by lust, definitely coming in with a lot of energy towards someone or something, an idea, or looking to have a good time, not a long time, if we consider this in terms of a relationship. Did this come out in reverse? Yeah. The Fool card in reverse. So this indicates someone being too risky. So you're trying to start off something new, but you're not being careful about watching where you step. As we see with the Fool card upright, one wrong step and he's falling off the cliff. This is someone that is maybe allowing themselves to be taken advantage of, or is just not careful with how they are looking to proceed. So this might have been a consideration in Kim and Drake if they ever did consider moving forward with a relationship. The idea that it's too risky and it's too problematic considering the history for Kim, since she's the one that's been more committed in the past. We've never seen Drake married as yet, although he does have a child. So while the energy of wanting to be impulsive and fearless and adventurous and drive that forward, giving that a chance, that energy may have been there at some point, this Fool card in reverse indicates that it is more risks than rewards for, I would think it's Drake kind of thinking along these lines, because it seems like Kim loves the publicity of a high profile relationship. So I feel like she would be down for that. But Drake probably doesn't want that smoke. He doesn't want those problems. Yikes. So this is a big no. This is like not going to happen, never going to happen. This 10 of Swords is putting daggers in that idea of Kim and Drake dating. So I'll leave this reading here. I think this makes it clear that they are not. But even though there was speculation and flirting with the press about it, I think that's more so done for whoever wants to enjoy the publicity in that duo, which I think you guys could imagine who. And it's done just for that, just to keep their name in the press, not necessarily because there is anything there. That's like dead on arrival. Even if they tried it, it is like time to move on. But at least the other side of it is, you know, you'll have a better experience with another partner or maybe another Kardashian, who knows. All right, so let's wrap this one up, because there's a lot of other stuff to cover tonight, and I want to make sure that I get to everyone's questions. What do you guys think? Is there any chance that they're dating? Do you think they would make a good couple? I kind of think they would, if Drake would be interested in the publicity portion of it. Like if he needed that PR, if he needed to rebrand or something. But he's probably laying low because he's about to drop an album right now too. And so he doesn't want to be a part of that Kardashian machine. And, but they're probably just cool, you know. There's no hard feelings or there's no beef there. He's just keeping his distance out of respect for Kanye, but also out of avoidance. Not wanting to deal with that kind of Gemini crazy Gemini energy. All right. What was the second question? Let me check my notes again. Who said that? Let's see. Aubrey and Kim make a horrible couple. Yeah, well, it's interesting that they have so much in common. They've covered a lot of ground, a lot of the same ground in that entertainment world. Okay, so the next question I have here, actually, okay, since I did mention Drake, this is kind of an adjacent topic. Jen Renee is Bay requested a reading on Kendrick and SZA. I believe they just finished a tour, or they might still be finishing it. I don't know. I'm not keeping up with them. But as we all know, the deck is like energized tonight. It really wants to talk. As most of us know, Drake and Kendrick had a big rap beef battle last year, and the aftermath of that was like putting a lot of wind under Kendrick's wings. He had a big musical resurgence with the beef diss tracks that he released against Drake, as well as an album, as well as a bunch of awards that he won, culminating in his Super Bowl performance this year, and then going on tour with SZA, which I believe is his label mate. So it seems like that was a successful tour, but one of the standouts in that tour, or features of that tour, was that he was still pushing or performing the biggest diss song that he had against Drake. And then also SZA had some romantic history in the past with Drake. So it was pitched or presented as the whole concert was just like, you know, in your face, Drake. But I guess Jen Renee Isbay would like to inquire if Kendrick and SZA have something romantic going on between them. Now, we do know that Kendrick has children with, I believe it's a high school sweetheart. SZA seems to be giving single at the moment. He is a Gemini, she's a Scorpio, so let's see what the cards have to say. Spirit, what can you tell me about Kendrick Lamar and SZA? Do they have anything romantic, or is it just business? Okay, let's see. It's just business. This 10 of Pentacles flew out. So it's just about getting that money, getting that coin, long-term business and investment. And the idea is not just one of them getting the piece of the pie, but making the pie bigger for all of them. With this 10 of Pentacles, since they are label mates. Queen of Cups in reverse. She has no love for that man. Not that kind of love, at least. She just, she may be, excuse me, I'm referring to SZA. Isn't she a water sign? I believe she's a Scorpio. I just said that, yeah. So this is someone who is either emotionally detached or very codependent and needy in a relationship. So since it already indicated that they are not in a relationship, they are just in this for business, this follow-up card indicates that there is an emotional blockage there intentionally to keep the relationship professional and platonic. Okay, we have the Six of Swords here. Moving on from something that no longer serves you, or moving on from something that once caused a lot of pain so that you can find peace on the other side. So one of them might still be healing from something. One of them may not be emotionally available because they're still healing from a relationship in their past or some painful experience that they don't want to relive. I'm inclined to think that would be SZA as well. If she had a difficult last relationship, which I don't know who she's been dating, but it seems like that's not an area of her life that she's ready to revisit in terms of dating, especially dating someone so high profile. And again, we don't even know if Kendrick is romantically available, since the assumption is he's with the mother of his children. Then we have the 9 of Swords, and this indicates a sense of recovery from any worries or anxieties, getting on the other side of whatever this painful experience was, and stepping into clarity, peace, a way ahead, a way forward that is not so stressful, draining, and what's the word? I guess anxiety ridden. But someone, let's see. Yeah, someone here has a lot of anxiety. Energetically, that's just what I got. Someone's very anxious about something and just doesn't want to touch the stove. Someone's wants to keep their distance from anything to do with romance in this pairing, but also in general. Let's see if we can get a little more information about that. Okay, fresh start with the Fool. looking for a whole new, a fresh start in life, a fresh start in romance, and a fresh start would not be with your colleague, with your label mate. So, wanting something new when you're healing from something old makes a lot of sense to me. Seems like we're getting a lot of SZA's energy so far. I'm not really seeing Kendrick ever since this first card popped out. Okay, so there might be an imbalance of the give and take with this Six of Pentacles. So someone may not be getting as much as the next. I mean, I guess they're both big artists in their respective genres. I believe SZA is R&B and Kendrick is rap. So the coins, giving and taking of the coins, there may be a financial imbalance, but there's no telling if that is a problem. Or this could also be saying that the financial imbalance has something to do with the decision making around them engaging in partnership one way or another. Like, we'll get more money together. That's what I just heard. We'll be stronger together financially. So it's bringing me back to the motive behind their pairing, their coupling for the tour, which I never got any notice that there was a romantic anything came out from the press about them engaging romantically. But again, I'm answering a question from a shiny viewer. Hello. Jen is Bay. Make sure I'm saying the name correct. Yes, Jen Renee. I'm assuming that you were asking about them, possibly being together because they went on tour, but everything so far is still indicating that it was just business and they just felt like they could get more money together because one probably pulls in more money than the other. Let's see what else we get here. It is so about money. I mean, this is our third Pentacles card. This is about money and about ideas, like being smart, being clever, because we got a lot from the Suit of Swords as well. So this Four of Pentacles upright indicates looking to be conservative, looking to be smart with money, looking to not overspend, but just to be efficient. And again, two big artists touring together is efficient. If you're going to rent out a stadium, do all the tour buses and the hotels, having two artists in that situation from the same label at once is definitely a more efficient, productive, and lucrative way to do that, and kind of piggyback off of the fan base and the publicity that they each had. Bringing them together was just a smart business decision, not a romantic one. Final card here, the Hierophant in reverse. Now, this indicates a sense of rebelling against group identity, against norms, values, religion, going against even a marriage. So I would interpret this to say that it's not like it could never happen, because this means someone doesn't really conform to the expectations of, like, if you're with someone, you stick with them. Someone might be open to open relationships or going against the grain, but I still didn't get that they are currently or in the past have engaged in anything romantically. This kind of shuts it down in terms of, like, it's a never. It's a never. It's not there's no connection there. If anything, might be something like legal, businessy, but nothing here to indicate that they have anything romantic. Okay, Jen Renee, I hope that answered your question. And if not, make sure you reach out and ask a few more. Okay, now we are moving on to, what did you say? Yeah. Yes. No, someone said, they probably can't see each other because they're not tall enough to see each other or something. Sorry, I can't see let me see if I can scroll. No, I can't scroll. Anyway, someone had jokes because I guess they're both shorties. And let's see, what was the next topic? Someone asked me, let me check my notes again. Okay. So for those of you currently in the live, do you want to see the reading on DEMI Lovato first or the Selena Gomez reading? Which one should we do? So Demi is already married. She got married this year to Jordan Lutes. And Selena Gomez is engaged, and there are rumors and speculation that she might get married this month or soon. Okay, so I think we said Selena Gomez. Okay, let's see. So Selena she's a Cancer, lover girl. Okay, just like Ariana. Oh, Ariana has some rumors out about her too. Like she was just at the VMAs and people noticed that she wasn't with her guy, and so there's a couple whispers going on about that too. I'll do a reading about her again one day. Might not have time to get to it tonight, but okay. Selena Gomez, she's a Cancer. She's engaged to Benny Blanco, who is not Blanco at all. He's not Latino. That's just his moniker, his stage name, I guess. Real name, Benny Lavin, like that French fashion house. No, it's Levin. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Spirit, what do you have to share about Selena and Benny? What's the truth behind the scenes? Oh, wait a second. Let's see. Let me get this out the way so I can see clearly. Did this come out in reverse? Yeah, I would consider that in reverse. Heavy burdens to where something needs to be let off. Something needs to be unloaded. Something needs to be delegated or taken off of someone's plate. So they're probably maybe overwhelmed with all of the wedding planning. And let's see if the cards indicate that may cause some strain in their relationship, because it seems like there's too much on their plates right now. Oh, why is this stuck? Here we go. Okay, King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of money going into their upcoming wedding, if it's this month or whenever it's going to be. There's a lot of not just money going into it, but the concerns around the money. What's the prenup doing? What's our assets and business and everything out, securing all of those things before you guys become one legally in this country. It is definitely, unfortunately, it is a business decision that you have to think long and hard about when you have as much net worth as Selena and Benny do. So that seems to be a part of the many things that they are considering at this time, that they are doing all the wedding planning, invitations, get the flowers and the nice cakes and all the funding that goes behind that. Although this is just me, by the way, talking right now, not the cards. From what I saw of them, it seemed like he's very generous with her. So I will again say that card seems to do more about the stress of dealing with business and not about the individuals themselves trying to like penny pinch or be selfish financially. So that's what I'm picking up on so far energetically. Let's see. These cards are stuck. There we go. Uh-oh. The Magician in reverse indicates someone that may be manipulative, or they may not be tapping into all of their talents, skills, and resources. They may be leaving some... It's noisy where I'm at. They may be leaving something on the table in terms of there's another way or a better way to approach something, to execute and manifest and make something happen, but someone might be holding back in terms of what they're able to contribute. Someone might be not aware of how they can improve on things. And let's see why, because I haven't seen anything about the emotions as yet. So let's see. Okay, yeah, someone's really thinking with their mind and not their heart. Someone's trying to be very smart about how they're approaching this marriage. The Queen of Swords upright indicates clear boundaries, clear thinking, a no-nonsense approach to having very clear perspectives, direct communication. Something's telling me this is an advisor. This is someone that might be advising one of those two in that relationship to don't allow love to guide you at this time. Be sharp about making decisions before you sign on that paper. So there's an advisor that's encouraging them to go about this in a way that takes the love and romance out of it and think about the business and the risks and make sure the paperwork is straight and make sure the funds are straight. And that's creating a bit of stress and strain for them. Let's see what else the cards can say about that. Yeah, wow, the money is really a thing in this. We got the Queen of Pentacles, and this card is about being nurturing, a provider, someone who is very generous and supportive and has good work-life balance. So maybe this could be the energy around Selena, and that's why there's someone there trying to protect her and her heart and her finances from anyone that might be manipulative. Oh, wow. Here we have that Four of Pentacles again that we just saw in the previous reading. This is, again, conservative, being fiscally responsible, moving as if there's scarcity, which, again, these people have so much net worth, especially Selena Gomez, that I am just thinking along the lines of them probably planning a prenup and trying to be very careful with those details, thinking ahead, worst case scenario, with so much on the line, with such a big brand. This is taking a lot of the fun out of the wedding and marriage process for them. So while we see her doing a little press, talking about how she's going to have so-and-so as the ring bearer and all the fun parts of let me see, allegedly, by the way, allegedly for entertainment only. All of this is just for fun, no facts, no truth, just tarot. Yes, so it is taking out some of the fun for them, even though she's in interviews and press saying otherwise, talking about the fun parts. It seems that there is some stress behind the scenes. Ooh, yeah, it's creating creative blocks. She's not able to be as artistic as she wants to be. Maybe one of them maybe they both have a lot of ideas for how they want to do the wedding, and that might be another area where they're maybe stepping on each other's toes. But I just got the feeling that there's a lot of people involved. There are other people that are involving themselves in their relationship, or at least in the planning. And that is contributing to this feeling of overwhelm or this strain. I haven't seen cards to indicate that it's that big of a deal, but it's just a strain that hopefully is temporary, that they'll be able to work through and get to the other side of after the wedding. Oh, yeah. This Four of Wands indicates just that. They are going to be celebrating in their beautiful, lavish wedding soon. This indicates stability. This indicates all loved ones, family, friends coming together to celebrate that union. And because, again, the number 4, as well as this Four of Wands being an upright card, indicates stability. Most likely all of that burden or overwhelm is going to calm down right after they have their ceremony, and things should be much better. That's a really nice card to end that on. I mean, I am kind of curious. Let me just get one more. Yeah, okay. And then the money will come in after that. I guess once the wedding happens, they'll be able to think clearly. The creative blocks will be out of the way. She'll be able to dedicate herself back to her projects and whatever he does. I believe they're both in music, and get that money. Or this also could be like getting like a lot of sponsorships from their wedding, like a lot of financial opportunities. But because it came after this, it feels like after the wedding is out the way, then they can dedicate themselves to some financial opportunities, job opportunities, or I should not job opportunities. They're not out here like, handing in resumes like us ordinary people. They are, just probably going to be able to dedicate more of themselves to their craft, to their existing careers in entertainment and music, and have the bandwidth to really explore that and take that on once this is out of the way. Oh, wait a second. This is the first emotional card we're getting in this reading. This is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Someone may have gotten what they wanted, but now they're not happy with it. Yikes. Coming after the marriage card, after this wedding card. So it's all good. It's all celebrations. Here's the money. But then it's not hitting the same. Like, it's not what you expected it to be. I wanted this, I wanted that. Now that I have it, I'm not really emotionally fulfilled. That's what this Nine of Cups in reverse is indicating. I'm kind of glad that I kept going. Uh-oh. The Empress in reverse. Is this fertility issues? The Empress upright. She is the goddess of fertility. She creates abundance. Look at all this beautiful nature that's around her. She is creative. She's beautiful. She's confident. This could be someone that has insecurities. This could be someone who has creative blocks, insecurities, but the fertility and maybe blockages to abundance. That is the first thing that came to me with this card in reverse. I wonder if that, or I hope that's not the case, because that's, if you're looking forward to starting a new family with someone and then you see that that's going to be another hurdle, that could definitely be discouraging. And then we finish off with the Strength card in reverse, which indicates weakness, self-doubt. After this card that indicated some sort of insecurity and self-doubt as well. I wonder what or who this is referring to. This is a Leo card. The Empress. I forgot who's that. This is a water sign card. I wonder who might be experiencing this insecurity and self-doubt, because it seems to come after the marriage, after the wedding, after they start to find themselves in new work, new projects in their industries. Suddenly they're hitting a realization that this is really not what I wanted, which I'd be surprised, because from what we saw, it seems like they're so into each other, and the guy seems to put a lot of effort into planning things with her. So you would think that would make her super secure. And could this be him? Let me see. Yeah, it feels like it's her. Now I have to pull more cards, because now I have to know what that's about. Yikes. 5 of Pentacles, struggled. Something to do with either financial or health struggles, challenges, and setbacks. What could that be? I would have a hard time believing that it's financial. Again, these people seem to have a lot of resources and means. So there is some struggle with health. And remember, we did get this Empress in reverse, where I thought maybe fertility issues. We're getting this that indicates some self-doubt, some insecurities. So it could be also a struggle with mental health and a need for help. Yikes. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Someone is feeling under attack and exhausted from fighting back, and maybe they're better off just giving up. Like it's a battle that they can't win when we get this 7 of Wands in reverse. So after this card, maybe they're fighting a health issue. I'm sorry to say, but it's feeling like this is Selena again. allegedly for entertainment purposes only. No facts, no truth, just tarot. But this is feeling like Selena might have either some physical or mental health struggles or doubts that she's trying to fight against, but it may be a either difficult or losing battle. Oh, that's not nice to hear. There's some indecision. There's like trying to make a really tough decision when you're between a rock and a hard place, trying to choose between two or more things that are of value in your life, that you want to decide how you're going to invest your time and your effort into it. So it's a bit of a balancing act, but usually once you choose one path, the other has to be sacrificed. I wonder what that is. And since we see the blindfold, the advice is to proceed with intuition, but that idea of having to lose something valuable after seeing that you have to give up a battle because it may not be something that you can win, and this battle card coming after cards indicating insecurities or struggles with health and mental health as well. Yikes. I wonder if there will come a point where they're considering, do I stay in this marriage? Is it affecting my mental health? Are my insecurities too much for me to deal with? Should I just focus on work because that's a safe place for me? I feel stable. That's what I know, so I feel comfortable there. Let's see if we can get a little more about that. Ooh, is someone coming from the past? Is there a past love that might still be contributing to the doubts? Let's see. This is the Knight of Swords in reverse. And this is... Oh, I just went blank. So let me just pull up my cards that have the notes here. But upright, that's a card where someone very driven and fearless is coming in hot to try to reconnect with a past love. In reverse, it's disorganized, scattered, careless, unfocused, impulsive, unpredictable, violence. Oh no, wait a second. Not violence. Let me just pull this into the camera so you guys can see where I'm getting that from. Uh-oh. Not violence after we saw some mental health or physical health issues in the cards. Who could that be? Again, this could also be someone from the past, like a past relationship. It's either on one of their minds, or that person might be trying to connect, maybe sabotage the marriage afterwards. Wow. I thought this was going to be a short reading, but I gotta see. Look, it's just what I was saying before with this Two of Swords. Now we have the Two of Pentacles, juggling between two or more things of value. And this goes back to this Ten of Wands as well, that indicates there's a lot on someone's plate. There is a lot of, balls in the air that one has to be very organized and have great time management to address. But in the sense of this reading, I see it as trying to choose between a major, like two big paths in life. Do I stay in this marriage? Do I go back to career focus? Do I need to just drop everything and focus on my health? Can I be a mother at this time and still dedicate myself to my craft? Could I be the perfect wife, the perfect daughter, the perfect singer, actress, whatever she does, all the great things? So it seems like that consideration, that balancing act, that strain that it puts on this person, that it feels like likely it's Selena. Sorry, I just saw Is everything okay? Audio, video? Hi, I can have a reading yesterday. Yes, no. Okay. Perfect. Thank you guys. Sometimes I see the comments, but they'll come in late and they'll come in like all of a sudden flying through. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I see, oh, someone asked for a personal reading. Hi, yes, Sig Jenny. Would love to do a personal reading for you. If you want to submit your, oh, where's the chat? Yes, okay. If you want to submit your payment, it is Divine Shine Tarot on all of the popular platforms, payment platforms. That's Cash App. I was about to say Klarna. It's not Klarna. It's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. And then if you want Zelle, it's just my email address, thedivineshinetarot@gmail. My link tree is in bio. Makes it much easier for you to just press those buttons, and I would love to do a personal reading for you. Okay, so yeah, I think we already read through this Two of Pentacles. Again, I was going to end that reading at the Happily Ever After card here, the Four of Wands, which indicated the wedding, and then everything goes all good. They're able to start focusing on their money, their business, but then these cards are kind of revealing maybe what's to come afterwards, and very curious to see. Okay, we're seeing that Nine of Swords again that we also got in one of the previous readings, indicating that there is a recovery after a time of worry, after a time of anxiety. Now there is clarity, now there is certainty. So this difficult time after marriage, where there may be health challenges such as infertility issues or insecurities or mental health issues, all of that eventually gets resolved. And it usually has to do with someone doing something different. The Nine of Swords in upright, it's this person that's in bed, that's worried and has nightmares, anxieties, maybe even depressed. But upright, it indicates that they tried something different, they made a change, and it worked out for the better. They're able to get out of bed and get a grip on life again. So I think I'll leave that there. There may be some turbulence behind the scene for them in the future, but at least in the beginning, it seems like once they get through the initial strain of planning the wedding, planning the prenup, they're going to have a really nice time in the beautiful gowns. I meant to say that last week during the Taylor Swift reading, that she's going to be seen in her beautiful gowns, and maybe Taylor will definitely be in attendance in her beautiful gowns for Selena Gomez's wedding as well. So hopefully they are able to enjoy the good and push through to work through the bad and stay together, since it seems like they're really happy. But you know, we can only see what people want to show us. The cards sometimes help give us an idea of what of what might be happening behind the scenes. But it's all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, of course. All right, so let's shift into the next reading, which I believe was DEMI Lovato. Let me give this a good bridge shuffle, re-energize the deck a bit. Where's everyone joining from? Colorado, interesting. Hello, Colorado. Where else? Where are you guys watching? Let's see. Okay. Nice. Thank you guys for being up with me on this lovely eve. All right, so let's ask this next question. Another request that came in from, let me find my notes here. So this is another request from Smile is Key. So Smile asked, will DEMI Lovato and Jordan Lutes, will their marriage last? Are there any red flags? And she asks, is Demi on Ozempic? Okay, so, hey, Demi, that means you must be looking good, girl. You must be looking snatched. So a reminder, everyone that's just joining us, we are about to do celebrity readings. And these are all alleged for entertainment only. No facts, no truth, just tarot. Let me just see this note that just came in here. Let me say hi. Oh, for my TikTok people, I'm sorry, I can't see the screen, but hello. Thank you for your comments, for your love, for your engagement, and for just contributing your shiny, sparkly energy. I appreciate you. Thank you. So for those of you just joining, we are about to dive into a DEMI Lovato reading. So DEMI got married earlier this year to Jordan Lutes, I believe, similar to Selena Gomez. They're both in the same industry, and they connected when they first started working on music together a few years ago. Same idea, same of what I read about Selena and Benny. So they've made it down the aisle. They had some really cool or beautiful wedding pictures. And someone asked, again, let me pull up my notes. Smile is Key asked, will their marriage last? Are there any red flags? Because she said that she saw some recent, I guess, interview or something with them where this person who's asking this question wonders if he's controlling or something. So let's see what the cards can tell us. Spirit, what can you tell me? Wait, looks like stuff flipped out already. Whoa. Let me see if I'm going to accept these. Yikes. I would rather if they pop back out after a fresh shuffle than they're meant to be, but it was the two cards that indicate connections, love connections, soul ties, proposals. So definitely very applicable. But let's see if they pop out after a fresh shuffle, because I want to finish asking the question before the cards pop out so that I know for sure that this is the spirit and the deck trying to answer what I asked. So Spirit, what can you tell me about DEMI Lovato and her new husband, Jordan or Jason Lutes? Okay. All right, so we got the Page of Cups in reverse, and this indicates some creative blocks, or let me see. I'm kind of getting blank on. Right, emotional immaturity, naive, daydreaming, insecurity, irrational, creative blocks. I did say creative blocks. Because Demi's in the middle of rolling out new music. I wonder what the creative blocks is trying to point to or indicate. Maybe, let me not say that. Well, maybe creatively in their relationship, like, okay, when you're dating, there's all this creativity about what are the dates going to be, different ways that we can enjoy each other's company, more creative ways of how we get to learn about each other. And then you go through the engagement, and then you go through the marriage, and then maybe you're just in a stage where you're like, okay, what's next? It's not fresh and new and creative anymore. Now it's just us just doing the day to day. Maybe this indicates a desire for more freshness and newness in the relationship. Just an idea. Let's see if the cards that come could disclose a little more. Ooh, yikes. Wheel of Fortune means bad luck. What could that be about? A spot of bad luck as the wheel turns up and down. Sometimes it's good luck, sometimes it's bad, but it's always temporary. So I wonder what misfortune they may be experiencing behind the scenes. Because if there is boredom or a lack of creativity, either between them romantically or in their respective fields, and well, they're both in music and entertainment, Let's get more cards out to see how that relates to them. What? Eight of Cups. So this indicates someone walking away from something that no longer serves them or no longer fulfills them emotionally. I wonder who is feeling that way. Who is feeling like they're not getting enough from this relationship emotionally? Maybe someone's bored. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, someone wants to be set free. They were stuck. They felt stuck and entrapped before. Maybe someone felt like they had to get married and now they want to be more free and independent. Interesting. I know absolutely nothing about these people. I only know DEMI Lovato's that, she has a beautiful voice. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Beautiful voice, strong, high notes, and she's rolling out new music now. She looks real snatched. Maybe she's doing the Ozempic. We'll see what what comes to be revealed to us in the future from her, or what the cards have to say. But I am surprised because when I hear newlyweds, I'm thinking that's the easiest part of a relationship. You got the wedding out of the way, so you don't have to be planning and house hunting and whatever people do to merge their lives and their assets. And you don't have kids yet, so do they have kids? Interesting. I don't know. I'm assuming they don't have kids, but I would think that this is, a few months after your wedding should be the most peaceful stage. And if someone wants out already, if someone's already bored, and if there's already some bad luck affecting the relationship due to external forces to where someone in that relationship wants to break free, let's see what the cards that come after have to say about it. And the reason I share that I know nothing about it, so that about those two people in particular, so that you know that this is a completely unbiased reading, and I am just reading whatever the cards say. So if you guys know more about that couple and if they seem lovey-dovey in person, I imagine this would be kind of surprising. So here we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. For those of you that watched the live last weekend, you'll remember that this also came out for Taylor Swift, and this indicates maybe a yearning for getting back to one's independence, because Nine of Pentacles upright, she's self-sufficient, she's enjoying the fruits of her labor, she is confident and independent, and maybe since this just came out after this Eight of Swords in reverse of someone wanting to break free, this could also indicate someone wanting to get back to that independence, just enjoying my stuff by myself. I don't know. Let's just interpret all versions of this. But if we also just look at the financial portion, maybe there are some concerns about how this affects their brand now that they are a married person. Does this affect their opportunities or their appeal in terms of who can relate to them? Interesting. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Yeah, something to do with courts, legalities. Is there something to do again with a prenup? I know that I said that in the previous reading, but because this Justice card is coming out, there's definitely some court situation, some dispute, some legal dispute. Or this could also mean, in a broader sense, looking for justice in a situation where one felt that there was injustice before. Sure, everyone can see. The camera's not freezing. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me again. This is a whole new system of equipment that I've been working with to try to get these live streams, these weekly live streams, and Unfortunately, there are a lot of technological interruptions and difficulties that I've been working through, but I appreciate you all so much for enjoying these readings and contributing your questions and your comments. So let's get right back on in. For those of you just joining, we are continuing this reading on Demi Lovato and her husband that she recently got married to. Let me see his name again. Is it Jordan or Jason Lutes? Yeah, Jordan Lutes. And I also mentioned earlier, for those of you that are just joining us, that there were some similarities between this relationship and the Selena Gomez relationship. So Selena Gomez and Benny, they are both water signs. Selena is a Cancer, Benny is a Pisces, and that is similar to Demi Lovato and her husband. They are both fire signs. So Demi is a Leo, he is I believe he's an Aries. So on the surface, it seems that both couples have a lot of compatibility going for them. And the reading that we just did for Selena Gomez and Benny, it's a lot of names tonight, guys. I'm trying to keep it straight. But the reading that we just did indicated that they may have some issues, but it didn't look like it was incompatibility issues. It just may be like life things. Whereas here we are seeing a bit of emotional distance or dissatisfaction, a change in direction for what someone desires in their path, in their future, in their life. We are getting more of a read on their connection, I would say, in this reading compared to the previous reading about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. So I have no idea what these people are like. I don't even think I've ever heard Demi Lovato in an interview. I don't even know what the husband looks like. Well, I did find the picture for the thumbnail, so they cleaned up nice. But again, just my opinion would be that I'm surprised to see these cards from newlyweds and hope it's not true. And again, this is just for entertainment, no facts, no truth, just tarot for any of you just joining. So we have the Knight of Cups. This is someone who's very charming, someone who is a dreamer, someone who's romantic. This could also be an indication that someone needs to follow their heart to find their true love and true passion. And if there was a desire to get out of something, to move on from something that's no longer satisfactory or fulfilling emotionally, to return to a lifestyle that was more young and independent, not young, but I should say more free and independent, and free of the weight of responsibilities, and looking for justice and balance, because this Justice card, I'm holding it up again because the glare may prevent a newcomers from seeing that this is the Justice card. Balance, holding these scales of balance. So someone may be looking to find balance in a new path, like following their heart. And if their heart means getting out of that relationship, focusing on career again, this could even mean, actually, sorry, I'm having a hard time picking up the cards tonight because of my nails or because of this shiny, beautiful table. But this could even mean someone coming to make a proposal again. Let me see. Just got another message. So this could be someone like a past lover or a new love interest making a proposal. Like, would you consider a relationship with me? Would you consider an affair with me? This is, yikes, that's hopefully not the case, but there could be someone looking to insert themselves with one of the emotionally available parties that is looking to step away and break free from the marriage. External forces, remember that Wheel of Fortune that we got in reverse? And then we have this King of Wands again. Okay, so we saw this in the first reading we did tonight, the Kim K and Drake reading. And this is someone who is impulsive, has unachievable expectations, very opinionated, very critical, and it's a fire sign card as well. Let me just make sure that well, actually it's a water sign. This is a Scorpio card, but the Suit of Wands is fiery, so it has some fire correspondence. I wonder who this King of Wands reversed is. Is this the person that is interfering in the relationship? If it's a male, then we would assume that this is someone looking to connect or reconnect with DEMI, if this is someone from the past. Or, let me just review my notes here. Impulsive, unachievable expectations, stubborn, ruthless, opinionated. I wonder who that could be. Let's see if I could get a few clarifiers out on who is the King of Wands. Is this like a fallen star? Someone that was unsuccessful in the past in a relationship with one of those two people, and now they're looking for a second chance? They're like presenting themselves again at a time like to be opportunistic and take advantage of the void that someone may feel in that relationship, the desire to get back to this independent bachelor or bachelorette life. Yikes, this Six of Wands in reverse indicates either a fall from grace, a failure, a infamy, like a downturn on public recognition, and it's not clear to me as yet how that ties into this, but I'll pull out a few more before I wrap this reading up. Queen of Pentacles. Again, nurturing and supportive, a provider, good work-life balance. So I'm starting to get that there are older figures, maybe advisors involved, or someone from the past. I keep getting from the past, and they're coming in to shoot their shot again. Well, they shot their shot in the past, and I guess they're trying to reshoot, revisit a connection that didn't work out the first time, but they are seizing the opportunity while someone is looking for something else. Or maybe this is something someone wanted, similar to the previous reading. There was an old flame that kind of left someone feeling like, if I ever had a chance with that person again, I would explore it. So it's not indicating on what side that is being presented or entertained. Like, is it because someone is inserting themselves, or someone's looking for this additional or new partner, a new connection with someone new or old? And we have the Two of Pentacles again, juggling two or more things of value. So after this Queen of Pentacles card, maybe someone is trying to make a decision on if they should continue to pour into the relationship, or if that's too much for them to sustain. Like, it's not sustainable to keep up appearances and do your part in a partnership and relationship, doing your responsibilities to keep everything afloat, but then your heart's not really in it. So this is contemplation and management and self-reflection on if this is something that they want to stay in, which these cards indicated they really want to break free and maybe revisit the legal portion of that marriage, which unfortunately I would interpret that as divorce. But again, this is all just for entertainment. This is all alleged, and this is not truth, not facts, just tarot. Okay, yikes. literally after saying that, we get the Four of Wands reversed, which is instability in the home life, possibly someone moving out, leaving the home foundation. Someone in that relationship wants out. And I'm almost scared to look at more cards, but yeah, there's like a lack of motivation to drive forward and get things done. So this is the Chariot in reverse. Someone doesn't have that fire and that passion anymore, and eventually is going to want out. They're eventually going to want to take it to court and make that free, that is it a free break or break free? Make it official that they are now going to be able to be independent and on their own again, because they're not emotionally fulfilled. And the Chariot indicates that there is some effort being put in the wrong direction. So there may be some change in priorities between the two of them, or a difference in priorities, I should say. And one of them wants to pour more into the relationship. One of them just wants to break free and pour more into their work or whatever else means something to them. That just fell out of my hand. Let me see. Oh, the Star. Someone's stardom and fame means more to them than this relationship. So maybe someone feels like they feel stagnant in this marriage, in this relationship, as far as their brand and their image goes. And so they want to break free and get back to being a superstar, poppin'. They feel that being single and mingling is a part of that image or that reach, that, you know, you're able to connect with an audience that relates to that more than being married. And for some reason, it feels like this is the guy. Like, might be feeling himself like, I'm better off with exploring my options. This could also be Demi. I mean, maybe she is feeling like married life is not what she thought it would be. It's not clear which person it is in this relationship that is not emotionally fulfilled and wants out. But again, I'll say it a third time, I'm just surprised to see this from newlyweds. I mean, it's just been a few months. Someone wants to fight for it, though. This is perseverance and resilience. This is the Nine of Wands, perseverance and resilience, trying to make it to the end of their happily ever after. So someone does want to fight for it, even though the Chariot indicated that the effort being put into the relationship is going in the wrong direction, because there may be a difference in their priorities. Let's do one last card. King of Swords in reverse. This is a manipulative archetype again, but also someone who is very cutting with their words. Also someone that is, actually, sorry, I want to get some clear definitions since it is quite late and don't really have the time to just dig in my little brain. Yes, manipulative, severe, ruthless, loss of emotional control, misuse of power, weakness. Misuse of power. Interesting, because the person that asked this question was asking if there was someone in this relationship was being controlling. So maybe this is an answer to that. Yes, someone is or may be controlling eventually, based off of what this card indicated. Sorry, I just had to free up my hands. Yeah, there may be someone that is controlling and manipulative after all, and that may be part of why there's a disconnect or difference in their goals and efforts in the relationship. Someone wants to hold on and try to make it work, and someone's already switched priorities, jumped ship, planning a new life, and wants to be free. Oh, so unfortunately, it does not look like they will last. And I hope it's not true. What do you guys think? You said, oh, I'm not going to repeat that. Yeah, I guess I thought that was behind her. Someone mentioned that they had some habits, and maybe once they come out of the habits, the using or whatever, that they come to realize that they don't like each other. But let's hope that's not the case. Okay, I feel like we got through all of the questions, the CelebriTEA questions. Maybe we wrap it up for tonight, and I can come back and do personal readings in a separate live stream so that we can start fresh, a fresh deck, fresh energy, and a fresh stream at a more convenient time, because since these are my earlier streams, I've been streaming late. Let's see, question about time. Yes. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. Thank you for the compliments on my nails. So I will leave it here, you guys. If there are no other questions, or maybe I'm missing them because I can't see all of the chats, I apologize. But what I will do is I'm going to come back and do an exclusive stream on just the Black app for personal questions. I will again remind you guys, for those of you that do want personal readings on the live streams, you just send your payment to Divine Shine Tarot on any of your favorite or most convenient payment platforms. So that's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, the Divine Shine Tarot at Gmail on Zelle. And I would love to offer guidance and light illumination to any of your personal issues, questions, or even curiosities. Just checking one more time, making sure I don't miss anything. I appreciate all of your contributions, so I just never want to jump off the live without acknowledging everything. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Looks like we're all caught up. You guys are just giving really nice messages, and I appreciate you. All right. So jump back on in for those of you that do want a personal reading. I'll do a separate live, and I wish you all abundance and radiance. May divine light radiate your life. Keep shining.